Hey folks, back with another video here. This is the unboxing for Perseverance episodes 3 and 4, as well as the Chronicle Expansion. That'll be at the end of this video. So let's just dive right into it. This just showed up this week. Now this is the expansion box, not the standalone box. So this is not going to have all of the components that you need to play these two episodes. You will have, or I will have to get some components from my base box to in order to play these two episodes. You can get a standalone version of this, which was I think like $40 or $50 more, that has all of the other, basically all the components self-contained in here. There are components that are similar between the two sets, between all episodes, so you could use those. Again, dinosaur claw marks inside the box. All right. Expansion Edition tray manual. So there's a different set of trays for the Expansion Edition versus the standalone edition. So this is going to tell you where everything goes. They included this with episodes 1 and 2 as well. Where all the minis go, the pieces, how it all fits back into the box. Very, very good. Then we have some more pieces of foam. We have a couple decks of cards that are, I'm not going to open because I don't know where they go and I just don't want loose cards in this box. But it looks like there are more. Well, there's a Beaming Sunshine Maritime Lady, Thunderhorn Temple. Yeah, so two bricks of cards. Again, I'm not going to open these because I don't immediately know where they go. I will have to do that when I'm organizing the game. Another set of books that are shrink wrapped. Get those open. That shrink wrap off. Perseverance Chronicle, Castaway Chronicles, Memoir of a Survivor #2. Again, Nora Cheney. As a reward, you'll get the most delicious glowberry pie you will ever taste. Again, I'm not sure if this is needed for something in particular, if this is reference, like at this point in the game, go to this section, read entry, etc. Dissenters is the solo board. Looks like we have more the reference guides, 2 different sets. We have another assembly scoring tile, 2 assembly scoring tiles that are double-sided for different player accounts. Then we have episode 3 rulebook. Start here, first in this box, 3rd in the series. Component list, player components, game overview, setup, before you play, oh, nice, before starting play, turn structure, glossy paper. We are looking at about 47 pages with a table of contents in the back, icon glossary on the back of there. Episode 4 rulebook, the final episode. Again, not going to open this too much, but you can see components, the story so far, game overview, player components, etc. We are at about 39 pages with another icon glossary on the back of that one. We have the Dissenters solo rulebook for episodes 3 and 4. This is 35 pages in length. And we have a bunch of trays that are empty at the moment. It looks like temples and player characters. I'm not going to open those up. Now, that's interesting. This piece of paper is stained orange from the sheets above, or from the bins above. You can see where that kind of fits right there in the outline. Maybe they were a little wet when they put them in. I don't know. All right, minis. All right, we have a bunch of temples here. Let's see if we got tape. no tape on this one at least. Let's open up some of these temples here. So we've got a greenish temple. These are all in little baggies, which I'm not going to put them in. We've got a temple that has a giant eyeball in it. Very cool. And then we have a temple that, I don't know, looks like a giant obelisk, kind of. Very cool. Painted. Looks good. Alright, so that's in that tray. Another tray of miniatures. Now, let's see. Any tape? No tape on this one either. They fell off on episode 3 and 4. Cost of tape was too high. So here's a Dino Mini. Comes out of this little tray. Those are all the same mini. We've got, looks like 3 different types of minis in this one. No tape. Oh, no. Everywhere. No tape on this one. Well, that's one way to get them all out of there. Now let's do this. Alright, so here's 2 of the sculpts. That goes in there. No, that goes there. Where's the last? Where's the other sculpt? Here's the other sculpt. Great. These minis look pretty good. How is that placed in there? No, that's not the... Are they? No, that's not the... No, here's the other sculpt. This is the other sculpt. Tail is like arched down. Alright, let me get these all back in here real quick. Shouldn't take but a minute. They are sturdy minis. I did drop them all on the table. Oh, there's another. Here's a fourth sculpt. So it's like 2 sculpts of the same. 2 dinosaurs with 2 different sculpts, I guess is what I should say. Alright, so all back in. All back on. Good to go. Another sheet of paper with stained orange around the outline of the trays. I might... Well, no, these are just trays sitting on top of trays. But if they're going to be sitting on top of the boards, I might want to keep one of those pieces of paper. Alright, let's see here. See if I can not dump this all over the table. Looks like normal soldier miniatures. Should have a bunch of these. Oh no, these guys have bows. Maybe these are some kind of ranger or something. A different type of normal soldier. Got a set of dice here. Very cool. Got some plastic bits, some more, looks like metal tracking tokens. These are all the same. Single-sided. Those are plastic acrylic. These are metal coins. And then we've got some more differenter soldiers, or maybe these are bad guys. I don't know. They kind of look like bad guys. Giant sickle. Not giant sickles, two sickles. Two Kopeshes is what it actually looks like. We have some white cubes and more of the gummy resource, whatever that is. Okay. Ooh, I see foil. Get this opened up here. Okay, we've got player minis, I'm assuming. Various bits. These are the saddles that go on your dinosaurs. Various bits in all the player colors. Big saddles, little saddles. Pieces to put the tracker, the cardboard trackers together. More warriors or soldiers of some type. Even more. Let's open a few of these up. Not all of them. Here's another guy. Looks like maybe a crossbow. These look like they're just plastic wooden blocks. Plastic bits representing wood. And then these warriors look like they've got shields and spears. Very cool. Okay, that's that one. Oh my goodness. Then we've got lots of boards and punch boards. So let me get this opened up. Alright, foil, front and back, various tokens. Then we have more of the boards here, the bigger boards here. Not sure what there's one for each player. Not sure, not sure what those are used for yet. I will figure that out. And so so it has boards for the players that come in the base game, or the episodes 1 and 2, and episodes 3 and 4. Then we have a bunch of punch boards here. It looks like 8. They're numbered 1 through 8. So here's the punch board for the dials that we have to build. Then we have punch boards of various tokens. Very good. Piece of foam to sort of keep everything organized. And we have some larger minis here. No tape on any of these bits. Hex bases for, I'm assuming, these guys. So let's look at each one of these. So here's a little guy. This is one of those dinosaurs from the previous. Maybe these are all representations of dinosaurs for your Maybe these are the bad guys. Maybe that's who these are. Who knows? And then we have the boards, which are shrink wrapped. They were not shrink wrapped in episodes 1 and 2. They do look like they're the same size in episodes 3 and 4. The episode 1 board seems like it's significantly smaller than the rest of these boards. Okay. Here is, let's just open these up a little bit. Oh yeah, this is much, much bigger. The other boards are only 2 fold out. These are 3 fold out. These are huge. Lots going on. Here's the other board. Is it a, yeah, it's a 3 fold out piece as well. Oh yeah, much bigger. Episodes 3 and 4 look like they have a lot more going on. Alright, so that was in there. That was in there. That was in there. Then we're going to put the player board, or no, the punch boards back in there. And the player boards with the foil. Now, that went in there like that. I think that was like that. That was maybe over here. That was like that. That was like that. That was like that. And this was all like that. Just put those card decks right there for right now. Or were they up there like that? Was this... No, I think that's how that was. I think this was just off the lid a little bit. Alright, so that is episodes 3 and 4. Again, I have to break it all down and organize it. I will do that at a different time. But let's slide this out of the way, and we'll get the Chronicles expansion in here. This is so episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 are standalone games, so you can play them independently. What you do in one does not carry over to what you do in another one, unless you're using the Chronicle expansion. This is supposed to allow what you do across the campaign to hold over from game to game. So let's get this opened up. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4, Chronicle Expansion Rulebook. Play this only after episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is, you play through all those episodes. I'm assuming you're going to do that so that you know what the mechanics are and know which, like, how you want to set yourself up. But let's just open up a little bit here. Components. You got some common terms. Here's the setup, episodes 1, 2, and 3. Episode 4 has a different setup. More setup. How to play, achievements, etc. Looking at 27 pages. No dinosaur claw marks on the inside of this box. We have 3 punch boards of various tokens. We have a score sheet, score pad, front and back. We have more reference cards, 4 of them. We have a couple bricks of cards. I'm not going to open any of these up because this might be spoilers type stuff. Here's setup cards, milestone cards, some other deck of cards. We have boxes for each of your characters to store stuff from game to game. And as always, we will look on the bottom to see if there's anything underneath. There is not. But that is it. That is it for the Chronicles expansion. Let's see, that was in there like that, and that was on top like that. 3 punch boards and the rule sheets. Okay, so that was the Chronicles expansion. This is going to allow you to track from game to game and sort of turn it into a giant campaign. As you did see in the rulebook, they do recommend that you first play each episode independently. Again, I'm assuming so that you know the mechanics, you kind of know how you want to set yourself up for future episodes, and what you want to kind of strive for to make it a actually competitive campaign. This is competitive. There is going to be a winner. It's not fully co-op, but anyways, that was the episodes 3 and 4 for Perseverance Castaway Chronicles, as well as the Chronicle expansion. Thanks for watching.